gratitude. I get this something I've promised you before, which is the Jardin du Luxembourg. They're open. And this time, we brought our own coat. We got vegan waffles on the way. It was wondrous. And I don't know. The Luxembourg Gardens are my favorite price. They're free. Oh my gosh. And so I'm going to look for this wondrous statue of, there's a Medici statue here that's got some connection to Jean-Paul Sartre. You know, France is filled with a lot of things. There's great readers. There's also great writers. And they have a revolutionary history, but like all histories, some history they don't even, everybody has some dark history they don't particularly love to embrace. And I understand this was, it looks like the least likely place for a prison, but it was at one point a prison. And prisoners wanted to take over the prison during the revolution of 1792. And so it's got some interesting, revolutions within revolutions. But this is a very drawn, my goodness. Places to eat, drink, be merry. Oh, look at this. This is Très Jolie. Oh, this is, look at this. Oh, it's probably a restaurant and we're going in with food. Let's go. Let's make sure we don't get into trouble. Go around the side first. Oh. We don't want to enter a food restaurant with food already in our hand. Oh no. La Fontaine. This is the one. Okay. I was gifted a free meal at a bougie spot and told to visit the Medici fountain. This is the story of Jean-Paul Sartre. And this is also the story of the Medicis, which, in case you don't know, Roman, Italian, there was a very powerful Medici, and she was very busy, ordering people around a lot. So you cannot quite wipe out the Italian history with this. The Medici fountain. You can see why it's a wonderful, people that gave me the wonderful food gift highly recommended a visit, because this is so relaxing. I don't know whether I should look at it or jump off and send it. No. Actually, that would be like something probably Zelda Fitzgerald did. I forget. She danced in Sun Fountain publicly in Paris, and then she went up in the Carolinas. Like F. Scott Fitzgerald died. Well, he was sober, but he died with cirrhosis of the liver in Hollywood. Zelda, after she was carried off to the nut house from Paris, she died in a fire at the nut house, which is really sad. Apparently Fitzgerald, he had other women, but his eternal flame was for his Zelda. So, a little bit of a writer story here. We are going to sit down and be eaters. And then we'll get back to exploring this massive garden. Wow. It's Très Jolie. But have your gratitude, travel with attitude. If you don't make it the first time, keep going down. It works if you work it. You're so worth it. No, you are so worth it. It works if you work it. So work it, you're worth it. Remember I was saying things about history and the hidden history. It's interesting. I wish I could catch him again. Not the pigeon. There's a bad parrot flying around the Luxembourg Gardens. Like, he either escaped from a pet shop, or I don't know that parrots are indigenous to Paris, but there's parrots in Paris. But here's the other cool thing is that it's this aspect. The person at dinner was talking about. They were both named Wells or gosh, I wish I was better with names. They both had the same first names, so that would have been easy to remember if I could just get one name. But the two gentlemen, because they were gentlemen, they were really gentlemen, thought that I would love, we were talking about, the interesting histories of Paris, things that you don't often know. Like, I was talking about Père Lachaise Cemetery. He said, do you know that they had to cordon that off of Jim Morrison's grave because people were sleeping on dead Jim Morrison's grave with hopes of fertility? True story. Apparently, I did not know. And so we were talking about the hidden stories of Paris. And he said, well, it's like all these hidden stories. He said, behind the Medici fountain is a second fountain. So I want to see if this exists or not. It would be quite existential. This must have been, if it does exist, this would be the thing he was talking about because there is the Medicis, and this was built in 1603 by Marie de Medici. So how do the Medicis, the Italians, fit in with the French? They marry the noble French people. So yes, she was married to King Henry the Fourth, I believe. So that's how you get the Italian-French twist. Oh no, okay. Wow, so this is it does exist. There's fountain behind it. This is in the 1800s, and it's a swan story. It's a story of swans. And there's supposed to be a swan that shoots something out. This is a love story. This is the Lada fountain. But I believe we got the Medicis again. False alarm, false Lada. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe it does exist. So apparently they had to put the statue somewhere, and they put it here, and there's supposed to be something, the water shoots, I don't know, something of not, it is a swan story, it does exist, aha, look, this swan, there we go. It's a swan song in Paris. That is a swan song. The swan in her lap is spitting out the water. This guy, I had to go back and get my travel information from these two gentlemen. One of them fluently spoke 5 languages, one of which was Portuguese, and he'd been in Brazil. And I thought Brazil spoke Spanish. He said, no, primarily Portuguese. So who knew? But, fascinating things you get if you sit down at a restaurant and you are alone, someone starts to talk to you, talk back to them. Talk back to them. It might be all right. So you learn things from other people that are very interested in the obscure little facts of Paris. But look, he was right. He said the most interesting thing about the fountain is what's behind the fountain. And I had to dig into the Sartre story because Jean-Paul Sartre, I believe, now I get my existentialism mixed up, off of her head. But, existentialism is actually a word I use. Someone wanted to come stay at my mansion 3 years ago when it was running at, near half speed. And she said she was having an existential crisis. I said, oh, come, I specialize in existential crises. So existentialism is sort of that I don't know, I'll have to look up exactly what it means. To me, it means you can live in a period of like kind of a existentialist to do with death, but you're alive. So you can survive in an existential world. And right now, a lot of things are existential, but I'll have to get the exact meaning, find out Jean-Paul Sartre, because interesting things that you would miss. In a million years, no one would have ever, how many times would I have to visit Paris? I'd never find that out. So that's what you get from, having friendly conversations with friendly strangers at restaurants on Place de la Verre. And then you end up at the Jardin du Luxembourg. And boy, I have to tell him he was right. It's a fascinating thing. It's not that predator fountain where everyone's taking their pictures. It's so darn interesting. It's the swan song behind the fountain. So we're going to dig more into the statues and all of the things. But this was, I do know, this was a prison, a palace. Like, what's the difference? I'm not sure anymore. Prison, palace. You should walk in palaces too, like prisons. Get out, live a little, have some gratitude. Look, here we go with the bourgeois thing. We were talking about the bougie thing. It references it, Arthur de Bourgeois. So it's a Greek, it's a c'est bronze inspired de theatre de grec. That means it's a bronze statue inspired by the theater of Greece that represented a jeune actor. That's a young actor, repentant son role. I think you're repenting. You're reading a manuscript, la main une masque sur le front. So, something about wearing masks. Ooh. So, I think that's the Italian thing. I'll save that for an entire other trip at some point. But yes, right now we are in Paris. And we are going to explore more of these gardens, and if I find any more obscure facts, I will share them with you. In the meantime, wherever you are, enjoy it. Find out some hidden history. You never know what's right around your own corner, right? Touchy. There are some sayings. There's probably some sinners in the garden too. There's some sayings. So here we are. Saint Genevieve is the patron saint to Paris. So we will have to see why she's the patron saint of Paris. Looks like she has like a little bird nest in her hair. But here is, I don't know why she's the patron saint, but she is the patron saint of Paris. 423 to 512. All right, this is an old saint. She lived for a minute. That's good. As we learned at different videos, we were on the Marais. Joan of Arc didn't live past the 19. Ooh. So the saint gets old. They've had some time and meaning. That's a good thing. So, yeah, anyway, this is all there. And then the Luxembourg Gardens, like the Tuileries. We can't miss it. It's the Tour Eiffel Tower. So, yes, we are down in that part of Paris of the Trocadero area. The Champs-Elysees is near here, the Arc de Triomphe, all the other goodies. But we're working our way around the way we like to. Slowly, beautifully, deliciously. Filling up our gratitude and our stomachs. Yes, we are. Let's see. Here's somebody we've got. This one does not look like a saint. This one does not look like a saint at all. The saints aren't wearing. No. At least do it. Okay. The clothes are too nice. Oh. Can't have nice clothes to be the same. Nah, I don't know. I'm not sure that's true, but there were a lot of type of fashion that's Paris is also known for. This fashion is good stuff. So, but it is. Look there. That's hysterical. Oh, reminders that you've got things that are unfinished in New York. Ugh. A seagull on top of a statue. Didn't we say that? I don't know why Michael picks the bird that picks up garbage as his harbinger, but he always told me that was his like totem, was a seagull. I don't want to hurt a seagull. I won't say what I want to. That seagull, it did not do anything. It didn't do anything. It's just sitting on a statue. I'm objectifying it. Shannon, don't objectify a seagull. Yeah. Okay. Back on to the... Yes. So this is also someone who couldn't... Well, she's got robes and things on. She can be... Yep. That's it. It's probably aristocracy. Because there is a lot of... Yeah, I gotta tell you, this is a city of... There are a lot of freaking palaces here. Like, every day there's a different palace in this city. And I had yet to even visit the tomb of Napoleon. I don't know if I can find that little man is buried here in Paris. He's got his tomb there. He's exiled, but he's buried with him. I guess they bring him back eventually to his homeland. But yes, Napoleon Bonaparte was he's where that short man complex thing comes from. He was a Frenchman, he was short. He fought a lot of wars. I think he won quite a lot of them too, but I believe it was either Elba or Corsica. They stuck him off on an island. But he gritty glammed it up quite a bit, so yes. Yeah, there are, look at this, I mean, you can see why I always watched, Zoe actually used to watch Bravo's Project Runway. I think it was like probably as much for like, where are they going to do the fashion shows as what's in the fashion shows, because they often chose wonderful like backdrops like this for fashion shows. So if you, fashion is like a traveler dream too. So yes it is. This is a very, the Petit Jardin was manageable, had a lot of little hills. This is humongous, and I don't know that Tuileries is on my list, but they're at Paris 2024. So people are very committed to it because it's got, coming up next on the 28th of August are the Paralympics. So, and no less amazing and stunning. Actually, in some ways, when you think about it, if somebody is, there you go, it makes me want to cry again. It makes me, I don't know why, that makes me want to cry. Someone being in the Paralympics. The fact that you're disabled and that you made it to the Olympics, doesn't that make you like doubly a badass, right? Doesn't that make, if someone's disabled and they're an Olympian, like, to me that's more amazing than, you know, yes, we have amazing athletes, martial arts, there's no doubt, although I haven't read, you know, he was so darn fast in the pool. Nobody asked if anybody, did they drug test at the Olympics? Because that guy he's either superhuman or like on fire or something. He was way ahead on his speed, and he made makes Michael Phelps look slow. So yeah, France has having the Olympics, and then they're having the Paralympics, and a lot of people, myself included, focus on the Olympics, but you know, like when you think about the Paralympics, think about somebody that I've seen them. Because I watch French television, I'm staying in France. I don't watch English television. I want to pick up some of the lingo here. And the advertisements are, you see the Paralympic advertisements? There is a guy doing pull-ups with his wheelchair attached to him. So he does not only have to just pull up the weight of his body, he has to pull up the weight of the wheelchair on top of it. So like, to me that's almost more stupendous and amazing, and it's just less celebrated. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can't get myself in to see some part of that, because that would be definitely on my things I didn't know or on my bucket list. But we shall see. You know, I don't make too many plans because you know, there's an old saying. Yeah, I've been hearing it for many years now. God, you make plans and God has other plans. Oh gosh. Oh, that's not seagull. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, I can't waste anything on my ex-husband. I mean, it's a complete waste of time. At this point, you know, I gave him, you know, my 17 years. Isn't that like I did not give him my entire life. I'm a 58-year-old woman. You're going to just have to get over it. You're going to have to share or lose, or, you know, not have the things that you covet so much, because this is the world of, you don't always get to take what you want because you were born with this last name, but you took it the wrong way. Your father and your mother didn't do what they did and make you this person of wealth and stature, whatever. You've been in denial about, Michael. Your father would not respect the actions that you are taking towards your mother. Leave me out of it. Let's bring in my children, Max and Sartre. There is no planet where Gertrude Falk and Samuel Falk would approve of any of the garbage that has been done with the Falk last name, period. End of sentence. Finito, fini, Chavinsky, Udansky. Yeah, that's, I can just tell you. That's not what they created anything well for, is to abuse people. That's not part of the thing. We're not here to be skewered like saints. No, we are not. So, anytime I am going to get back to scouting out the Luxembourg gardens. Well, actually, you know what? I did a garden out for the day. There's a wondrous palace. There's Saint-Chapelle. There's the Paralympics are beginning. All the pre-things, they're selling the tickets. So I might go to Hotel de Ville and see about which events are taking place, because that would be on my, I didn't know it was on my bucket list thing. I would like to see somebody compete in the Paralympics. I mean, they're already overcomers just to get there. Well, maybe anyone that makes the Olympics is, they're a badass, but even anyone that attempts or dreams them, good for you. Keep dreaming, you can do anything. And you know what? Don't let anyone tell you that you can't. Don't let anyone tell you can't. Give it all of your heart. Give it all of your effort. Do your best. And wherever you come out, you come out. But, yeah. Paris is magic. And Paralympics are here too. So I'd like to see an event. Yeah, I think it's amazing. And this I have to say. This is a very, the city is obviously very, very old. And it when we identify the 1600s as the fountain over there, there is not easily accessible for disabled people. That I can tell you. It's it's not accommodating. The cobblestones, all of it. So if you got here and you're disabled, you're doubly, differently able. I forget what we learned at the. It was an exhibit at another museum about the Paralympics, and what they call disability differently abled, and spectacular too. So with that, I will say, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, keep going, keep at it, and have your gratitude. Travel with attitude.